It's week 7 of the 2024 season. And here comes Denzel Ward. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Browns and the Bengals on EA Sports.
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Burrow is coming off a year where he suffered his second season-ending injury over a 4-year span. And while that's certainly concerning, there's certainly no denying he's truly one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL whenever he's on the field. However, for them to reach their full potential, he has to be out there. Because as long as he is, this team is a legitimate contender to win it all.
Slot man moves right. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 57 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow on play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 MT, 11.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Holding, offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And we're talking about one of the league's true extroverts in the quarterback position. For better or worse, he's going to throw the ball all over the field. And that aggressive approach is one of the main reasons why they went after him in free agency.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 6. To throw is Winston. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Winston now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They run with Ford. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense and their running back Zach Moss headed onto the field. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Bengals drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. 11, mighty. 11, 12, 12.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And some room to work. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Done.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, MT. 11, Thomas. 12.
Burrow will throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
On 1, ready?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, they certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
11.
Moss. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Ready. Ready to go.
They will start this drive with Ford. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
This will be caught. Judy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. This is Ford. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Browns at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hines. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Winston. He finds his man complete. That's Ford. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT. 11 mighty. 11
They'll
mighty.
set up a throw. Throw left side complete to Chase. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. And some space here. Big strides. Look at him go. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw again. Able to find Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Again, it's Burrow. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with
Previous
all
play
reviews
is
coming
under
from the
review.
replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Get set.
Third and goal. Burrow. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Ready.
Here's Winston. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We get things started with a good one in the NFC. Seattle traveling down south to take on Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. The man wearing number 18, Kirk Cousins, with 2 touchdown passes for his new squad. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Tua with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. They go play action. Winston. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Ready.
To throw, Winston. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now Winston on 4th down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. On the ground, it's Ford. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. But now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
11 MT, 11 Thomas.
They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to his tight end all. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now it's Burrow. They'll run the screen with Moss. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
11 mighty. Turbo touch.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Throwing, Winston. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Ready?
To throw is Winston. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
Jameis again. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. It fights him off, eluding the pressure right. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Ready?
Play action now, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Ready? Where do we go?
Winston. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Winston to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Now 1st and goal.
Ready?
Here's Winston. Flushed out right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Winston. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one. It's tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Flush to his right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the first throw in overtime for Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the 1st down. But some may very well say, punt this thing.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Moss on the give up the middle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Browns offense and Jameis Winston set to take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Ready.
Now Winston.
Pass complete. Thomas.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll throw again. Winston. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish the season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.